All right, here we go again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. So, when I was in the store, I went to the wrong size boards, and they had the butcher block versus just strips glued together. And strips glued together is probably better than butcher block, but I had, like I said, had two matched pairs. One was butcher block pair, and one was the striped edge pair. So I found a lot of butcher block boards, but it turned out it was the wrong size. So I went to the other one. There was one butcher block board, but beat up too much. I'm like, no. So I found this stripe board, but Hashem's there with me. God's there with me. And God says, you feel the energy from that board, right? Just like the other board, right? But yeah. But Satan gets in there, and Satan's like, well, don't tell anybody that the boards don't match because they'll mess with you and get in your head and, make it all miserable. But Hashem said, I said, nah. I knew it was Satan, so I was like, whatever. And then Hashem picked up and said, you see, they don't match visibly, but they match metaphysically. The people are like that. So he said, now you have, if anybody sees your art, you can explain the board on one side doesn't match visibly the board on the other. Now, of course, right now I paint it black, it's going to match. But underneath, the wood is different. It's the same, it's edge glue, but one's more butcher, I wouldn't say butcher block, but it's shorter planks where one's complete planks run all the way through, which is actually better. But I guess not, yes and no, six of one, half done the other. You have reasoning for both. Okay, heal the car accidents here. And no, that's actually a pedestrian accident at North Cass Center out front here. It looks like they're doing some construction and stuff, but I could see a pedestrian get hit crossing the road. But again, it was like I was hitting the person, but they're not here. So it's like a future accident. If you see that, that's what that means. Like you're like, whoa. Right. You read it, and it could mean usually it means it's a future accident. So you heal it. Drive a little bit more, and then I got to get out of here. But Hashem said, you can tell them that idea of how that works, how it isn't the appearance of people. Great energy tonight. Are they in church around here? I don't think they're going to the synagogue. I guess maybe it was a couple of synagogues, maybe. Could be Messianic Jews. Somebody generating something. Maybe it's me. Look, God sent me the information. KFC. KFC. Ray Moore. Lowe's. Who's Lowe's? Sam's Club. Is Lowe's? Yeah, I can't be in Sam's Club. Don't work for me anymore. It's all the dope smokers. Codes cannabis dispensary. Look, Satan just told me to go from the car wash. Now, blue lights over there looking dark. You want surveillance somewhere? Blue lights. Starbucks went dark. 2 words, Starbucks. Hollywood went dark. Something going on. See, I would normally heal all that, but Hashem's not telling me to do it because you destroyed my life. I couldn't take that hit. But that's different than just cutting people off because it's a little inconvenient. Like Monica, she's very inconvenient. Unhoused lady that I'm trying to get housed again. But she she was harassed. She was harassed, and they were sexualizing her. It was like insane, but she doesn't do well with sexual. Like I said, she had a life of sexual abuse, and she found Jesus, and she did change. And I know she's not perfect. Obviously, she's a homeless person trying to get ahead. They're going to be far from perfect. But yeah, and there's factors like it's funny because like during COVID, oh look, they're fighting. Look, they're using drugs. Well, why are they going to be different in the hotel than out on the street? What makes you think that it's going to be different? But if I was a police officer, I'd rather respond to a hotel or a motel than out on the street in some defecation strewn trail down to some little area that they all do drugs with needles and glass and everything else. They get cops to agree. Yeah, they should be in hotels. We rather respond to feces-ridden holes in the ground. These people crazy, man. It's like Cold War. It's like Cold War. It's not like politics. Cold War. It's like evil. Like everybody used to have, you're Democrat, you're Republican. They fight a little bit, but not like it is now. It's insanity. That was put in there by the Russians and the Chinese to destroy our country. Trump will be gone. Hopefully, we fix it. Take back that Republican Party. I'm getting older, so it isn't really for me. Really, the way you've all went, there's no reason for me to do anything but vote Democrat. Not that they've ever done anything for me. Anything for me. I really haven't got much from anybody. Although one senator did take care of the Marshal Service when they tried to like write me up. I was on on leave for retirement for like 6 months, waiting for them to process my paperwork. Then they send me something like they're going to kick me out. I was like, well, senator time. We got an Amoco station. That's pretty cool. High test. You got any high test? I used to get my high test, I think, from Amoco. 69 Barracuda. Something's around here. Oh, yeah. I can't remind me because the churches are here because the church. Okay, so when that prostitution thing came up, the Crossroads Church was there, but it's saying a lot of these people that are involved in that are at a crossroads. All right, so West Rock came up. It's Orthodontics, but the Rock Church meant something to me when I was doing a lot of stuff. I was we were with the Sikhs, but I was healing a lot of people. I was feeding a lot of people on the street when I could. In Espanola, New Mexico, it's a lot of heroin back then, probably fentanyl now. Right. So the Rock Church was like a cool church. You look it up. So you need the cool outreach. But they're at the idea came up that they were at a crossroads. Now, community from a community America came up. So yeah, if they get a new community, they might be okay. Did you forgive others? 10 a.m. What church was that? Got the name. Doesn't matter the name, brother, as long as we put that message out there. They're killing me right now. I have to get back to wherever God was. Where's God's presence? It's actually everywhere, but it generates differently metaphysically. God told me when I woke up that we could build a physical meter to detect God's presence, whether it's stronger or weaker in what location. Of course, they've been killing me ever since. It's the last thing Satan wants, right? All right, I have to get somewhere now. I have to turn my try to creep fear in there. So a lot of times people use narcotics because they're cursed to be afraid. And the narcotics helps them feel better. Ray or what, Lord? Because it says Ray or. Like the other letters are dark. Or Ra or. YM is YM. The Raymore sign is starting. God's working the Raymore sign to say something. It's just too crazy here. I got to move on. They're attacking. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Probably can't see as much as I could when I first came in. So what happens is just let you know. So there's connections everywhere. So when Satan finds out I'm here and God's here, and I'm reading and I'm healing things, then Satan starts making deals throughout the world. Like it could, I'll just use FBI as an example. Somebody in FBI could have just sold out, and now this town, Raymore, Belton, all that gets attacked. So this may be their jurisdiction or something, or again, like in that Exorcist in the 21st century or something like that video, the Vatican. But the demon calls other demons. So yeah, there might be a dirty agent that called a bunch of other agents to curse me. Now they won't say curse him, but they may say F him or something like that. Kill the Salvation Army family. So when these things go on, Satan does. Here's the popo. Heal the popo in Grandview. Yeah, that's why I didn't leave yet. Well, we can heal one and then heal the whole department. There's like touching bases. So if I heal one, if I see a cop and I heal a cop directly, that's stronger than simply thinking, let's heal the police department. So there's like rules on cursing somebody and healing somebody. I mean, nothing's honest, really, but I mean, it works to a certain degree. Again, like Paul said, the gifts will fail. Because everything's dishonest on this planet. All right, I got to get my... Because I want to go to Fastway again. A lot of false Jews coming up right now. They just sent me a bunch. They're not real. Yeah, I'm in a different browser. That's kind of weird. Let's see, map. I need directions. Oh. this thing over here so I got some hands free. All right, heal car accidents in the Home Depot parking lot here. Where am I at? Oh, where is this? Something towards Mullen Road. Let's see what this road is. Maybe I'll go up to the road also. Center. It didn't happen. It's going to happen. We don't heal it. Belton Tower or Belton Town Center. Now Tower came up again. I don't know if that's real or not. See, that could be a projected false skew. Possibly something in India. Yeah, India. Whoa! See, Satan's here. Possibly something in Italy. Oh, look around and see anything. Possibly tourist location. Leaning Tower of Pizza came up. Let's seal that. They gave me they said right turn. So I made the right, this was the right reading. It looks like possibly something like an axe murder or something. I can't, maybe related to Italy. Colors are the same. So the Pepper Jack's grill said axe, AX. And the colors are that red and green and the Italian restaurant. The pizza place was the same colors. So it might be some sort of immigrant violence. I don't know. Because I guess they're angry. They hate them there. Dutch Brothers might be something. But I saw it before, so I'm not sure what it's related to. It kind of looks narcotics. I like it over here. I'm not ready. I wasn't ready to move to Missouri. That's where I probably would have landed if I was back with my leaving Florida in like 2012 or whenever it was. If I made it to what's it called? What's that church called? Unity Church. Right. Yeah, prostitution keeps coming up. Truck stop prostitution coming up. Let's see all that. All right. What else? All right. Calvary University after I hit the rumble strip. So what that means, I believe, is they're crucifying some of the truckers and stuff. So again, that all fits together. Uh, You get crucified. Next thing you know, you end up with a prostitute. Next thing you know, you hit a rumble strip and you drive off the road. So again, let's see all the truckers. Maze Jackson says thank you. Reverend Maze. Says Jackson County. A lot of issues in Jackson County. Right. All right, the bucket trucks look like fire trucks getting the person that's going to jump. So let's heal the suicide jumpers. It's like a mind's eye thing. Why, thank you. I'm a true value. With the cheapy wages I work for. That money was for the way you treated me in the government, my retirement. You owe me since then. If you just let me live my life, it'd have been fine. You want to commit all of them felonies, attack my life. All right, there's a flat. Is that flat? No, it's not flat, but that's smell of skunk. Okay, Bots Road again is near. I guess it's kind of getting close to the NSA or something. So there might be a queue there. I see it every time I'm here. You might have somebody close in. So put your OPSEC people out. Best way for me to say it. Well, remember, you may have employees. I think I brought this up last time I was here. That fail, but it's a foreign nation that fails them, even though you don't notice it. So again, you may have cliques forming, or people in your workplace go in places, wiring into a community that has foreign bots operating. And then they sabotage your workforce by taking that person out. Right. Boy, some weird energy right here. Heal this stretch of road. Now, if I had enough money, I'd have like a house, and then I'd travel and I'd do all this work all over the country. What I used to do when I travel around. I go to like a yoga conference or something. I healed what's up like Chattanooga. It worked. It was years later, but it finally worked. I'm sure there was intermittent stuff or interim stuff. I used to cry, man, when I was healing all them places, listening to Michael W. Smith. I mean, I had an army of angels with me, touching all the people inside as I was healing them. In the ghetto and other places of nefarious residency. Preacher selling cheese was real. Didn't know one day it'd be me. I should tell me to go the other way. Yeah, it's telling me to go the other way. I guess going home. That's strange. I like the other way to go. I probably should have turned already. Only probably the traffic reduced. Yeah. Actually, post traumatic stress disorder is present traumatic stress disorder. Now, metaphysically, it's the other events that cause the person to be cursed in that manner, spelled in that manner. And I realize there's physical and psychological things going on also. Right. But the devils that are around us are projecting that PTSD. If we, if you like a lot of people with PTSD, they go somewhere to live and they're okay because the devils aren't there. But now today, it's probably hard to do. Devils are everywhere. You can't go to Idaho anymore to get away from the devils. Yeah, because they infiltrated the Republican Party and everything else. I've already been there. They're just smaller. Now they're all devils. Not all of them, but the Trump angle. That's all devil. Well, who's your leader? It's a Christian billionaire. Huh? Oh, okay. You're joking, right? He ain't the only one. Although, yeah, I would heal Trump away from not suicide, assassination. I don't know if I said it the other day. I was speaking on it somewhere. Maybe I was practicing it. No, I think I did say it. Trump actually wills suicide up, or not suicide. I don't know why that's coming up. He does do that too, though. But wills up, wills up assassination. I don't know if he knows because I think Trump's got some certain psychological issues, but he gets like secondary gains off of people trying to kill him. He likes it. He doesn't like to be assassinated, but he likes, the attempts. make him feel like a hero. Okay, EMS, or are you fire department? Your fire department, EMS, City of Belton. What are you doing over here? But he's signing the suicide thing. I don't know if he knows what he's doing. Right. I guess he's transporting somebody over to a hospital here. So heal the EMS people, City of Belton Fire Department. They probably got suicide. Like, you may not feel it or know it, but if they load you up with curses and spells of suicide, it'll erupt one day. And they have what they call a breakdown, quote unquote, but it's always been there. It's just Satan flips the trigger. Just like, Jesus' crucifixion, kind of same thing. He was cursed the whole time he was on the earth. But he had his finger up alongside. He has a mask on, but he had his finger up alongside his head, or kind of up to his nose, from his chin, I guess. But it looked like a pistola. That's usually a sign of suicide. Now it doesn't look imminent. Oh yeah, now it's just a sign of him robbing a bank. He's cursed all real bad. Feel that. I don't know if it's the whole fire department. Because when I healed the suicide, then it turned into a bank robbery. Being cursed to be a bank robber. Why he's not doing it now? We healed it. It still doesn't look good. Pinstripes is pinstriped prison uniform. Let's heal that guy. I don't know if you call it pinstripe, but that's what it looked like. He probably got hit with what I felt earlier when I was in that area. Okay, DWI, let's heal him. And maybe the full fire department. I don't know. It must be drug addiction. That happens to EMS, right? Because now it's a home goods like burglar. Came up as burglar. So again, he's cursed to be addicted to drugs and have a terrible life. Somebody don't want him working EMS. Right. Could be somebody he works with too. Got to watch your departments. They get into this thing where they assassinate one another. If people come out here and assassinate me, could easily assassinate another fire person. And really, there is no real system. It's anarchy. 100%. Yeah, it looks like a Downers. It's a sleep number. I'm afraid of pain medication. Believe me, I'm afraid of any pills. I mean, I take allergy stuff, but anything that alters presence. You see people they're just gone. I mean, they tried a couple times because the doctor prescribed something, and that's it. Cops, correctional officers. That FBI guy that was doing heroin. I believe that was a spy work. Well, actually, fear that you can extort people off that. You want to be like that? Well, do what we say. We won't make you like that. You may hear me speak out so I can hear the voices, spirit voices. Sometimes it's people, but they're spirits speaking. Sometimes it's just spirit. I got spirits around me like Bob Levinson every so often. Well, Bob's got work to do. I don't know if he ever left the earth. I don't know. Did I ever say he left the earth? Well, it doesn't mean God punishing you to stay here. He's got work to do, right? Yeah. Bob came up as an angel. That's why I killed him or took him out. Right. He looked like he had a couple of his things. Looked like he was doing some inside crying. So he was awake and he was feeling. I don't know. It's just something I saw in the photos. They're not in the video, although maybe a video is just. There's no way we couldn't get him back. There's no unless the Russians paid somebody. You ever find Mikulovich, whatever his name is? Where is he? He's probably dead. He has to be dead by now. Probably dead then, right? I'd piss somebody off. I think that's his name. That's why they got rid of Bob, so they couldn't find those people. I warned you about the Cold War, like 2000, starting 2007 or so. I said the Cold War's starting up. They're going to change everybody. These kids are going to grow up and be all whacked. Now, back then it was communism until you all tried to say communism was food stamps or what they call it, SNAP benefits. We did not fight the Cold War over SNAP benefits in Russia. Oh, you're giving SNAP benefits. That's it. It's over. You're feeding people. No way. That's why I think we didn't fight them in the beginning. They said the right things about people and, you know, taking care of people, but that wasn't one. It was a plutocracy. Well, it was a plutocracy when the revolution was on, but the Bolsheviks wrote everybody else out of the picture, and then it became a plutocracy. Right. That's probably the biggest mistake they made. Writing all because there's a couple other Sheviks. I don't remember who they all were. Well, that's it doesn't work. You have to use everybody you have. I mean, and again, they like with my they were rich. I mean, they had money, I guess, in Romania. My grandmother was a stay-at-home mother, and then my would have been my grandfather was an inspector of police, but he's my stepfather, his son. And Nick was a lawyer, so they moved. I think they moved people into their house first. That was the first thing they did. Oh no, the first thing they did was actually arrest Nick's father, and tortured him and everything. And he didn't make it. He committed suicide. I mean, he got released, but then that was it. He got released, and he's like standing in front of the house one day. That's how he did it. He found his way home. But I was like the European inspector of police. It's more than just an investigator. So again, we're going to try to undo what was done. battling plutocracies. Hopefully, we can end that. And get back to like exciting politics where it's just everybody wins. Right? What's his name? McConnell. McConnell's got to be happy. Because he's leaving, but so is Trump. We got a lot of work to do, actually. You can't work with Trump's in there; it's a mess, and all his cronies at that. We get an immigration bill forward. Well, if you open free enterprise up again, there's no reason for people not to vote for Republicans when they start really succeeding. Trump was not free enterprise. It was all cronyism and plutocracy. And I mean, I don't care if you make money, but don't go attacking people or take money to let people attack other people, hit people, pay donations, and then, you let them do whatever they want. Those facts and figures for Trump's immigration are BS. Although he did over deport. Right. Can't deport your workforce beyond a certain point. And of course, his excuse is, well, the lazy disabled people won't go to work. What an idiot. Yeah, Mr. Christian Billionaire. So he brags that he gave the farmers money. The only reason he had to give the farmers money because he destroyed their economy. The elephant never forgets. Let's see if anybody broke in. It's kind of weird. That apartment over there has a lot of traffic. Not the first time. There's kids in there too, so hopefully it's nothing bad. Well, 3 strikes and they'll be out. That was twice. That could be coincidence or something, innocuous. I know there's kids in there because the kid wouldn't go inside, and I'm like, your mother's talking to you, get inside. All right, stay peaceful. Praise God.